Frog and Rat Dissection by Camille, Leonardo, Abtin, and Gurnoor. Introduction. This laboratory focuses on comparative anatomy between two organisms, the rat and the frog. This laboratory focuses on the studying of the internal anatomy of each animal and viewing how the major organ systems function, then comparing the anatomy of the organisms with one another, testing the anatomy by using a phylogenetic test and an anatomical test. Animal background. Frogs belong to the kingdom Animalia, with their phylum being Chordacea, the class being Amphibia, the order being Anura, which means tailless. These short-bodied tailless amphibians are mostly carnivorous and widely distributed across the world. From tropics of subaric regions, tropical rainforests have the highest density of species diversity for frogs. In summary, frogs are found almost everywhere, making them a diverse group of animals. Frogs are amphibians that thrive in aquatic and swampy locations, such as ponds, lakes, streams, marshes, and wetlands. They can also be found in moist forests and grasslands. Frogs' unique ability to breathe through their skin allows them to adapt to diverse environments. While they are most common in warm, wet tropics, frogs are also inhabit rainforest deserts, alpine regions, coastal regions, and more. Frogs occupy diverse niches within their environment, from forests and caves to hilltops. They play a crucial role in maintaining ecological balance by controlling insect population and serving as both predator and prey. Frogs play an important role in the animal food chain throughout their life cycle, serving as both prey and predators. As tadpoles, they consume algae, which helps to regulate blooms. Frogs are a significant source of food for various organisms, including birds, fish, and snakes. Their diet, which consists of both carnivorous ants and predators like worms, highlights their crucial role in controlling prey population. These amphibians make significant contributions to the delicate balance of ecosystems. Frog mating is an intriguing process that involves complex behaviors and adaptations. Frogs reproduce sexually by finding a partner, resulting in the fertilization of eggs during a season called amplexus. Male frogs call out to attract females with their distinct croaks. After amplexus, the female deposits her eggs into the water, and the male then fertilizes them externally by releasing sperm over them. Once fertilized, the eggs deploy into tadpoles through a process called egg development. Eventually, the juvenile eggs undergo metamorphosis, losing their gills and developing lungs. These aspects of mating are crucial for the survival of these species, as they contribute to the rich biodiversity of our ecosystem.
When considering the frog digestive system, we have to remember that it is made up of various organs of specific importance and function. The most important of these organs include the esophagus, stomach, intestines, and cloaca. Frogs are known for having wide mouths designed to effectively capture prey that will stick to their sticky and mucus-coated tongues. The food is then swallowed and passed down through the muscular tube that connects the mouth and the stomach, known as the esophagus. The stomach secretes gastric juices that help break down the food chemically. Following this process, partially digested food travels through the small intestines for further digestion and nutrient absorption. In the image provided on this slide, we can see that the small intestines have a more pinkish color to them and are clearly smaller in size when compared to the more whitish large intestines. Large intestines carry any remaining undigested food and water, and water digestion takes place while waste material is formed. Next, we're going to discuss the cloaca. The cloaca is a rather interesting organ in that it is a part of the digestive, excretory, and reproductive systems of a frog. As the final part of the digestive system, the cloaca marks the area where waste materials from digestion leave the body among with urine. Responsible for removing waste products and maintaining the proper balance of fluids and electrolytes. The excretory system plays a crucial role in the body. The kidneys are primary excretion organs managing waste filtration from the blood along with urine production. Frogs have a pair of kidneys located in the dorsal part of their abdominal cavity near the spine. We can locate one kidney in the image on the slide and confirm its identification by its darker pinkish coloration. The urinary bladder of a frog is a muscular sac that stores urine for a short period of time before it is expelled from the body. This organ is located within the pelvic region. Once again, we will discuss the cloaca, which also plays a role in passing urine along with waste products from the digestive system. The reproductive system of frogs is essential for the continuation of their species through sexual reproduction. Here is an overview of the reproductive system in frogs. Male frogs have paired testes, while female frogs have paired ovaries. These reproductive organs produce gametes, sperm in males and egg in females. The cloaca also has a part to play within this system as well. The cloaca openings of male and female frogs come into contact to facilitate the transfer of sperm from male to the female, making it a crucial part of a frog reproduction. Mating in frogs typically involves courtship rituals, where males attract females through calls and visual displays. Once a female is receptive, mating occurs.
Frogs have well-developed hearts and vessels that enclose blood, which means they are falling under the category of amphibians with closed circulatory systems. However, unlike humans, frogs have two atria and only one ventricle. This is because they have a slow metabolism, and with this, they can exert less energy when they pump blood, because one pump of the ventricle will send the blood simultaneously to the lungs and the body. The way they mitigate the oxygenated and deoxygenated blood from mixing is frogs have developed a ridge to guide the blood to the right places. The frog circulatory system also has vessels called arteries and veins that serve to transport blood to and away from the heart. In the vessels, the frog has blood that includes plasma and blood cells such as red blood cells, white blood cells, and platelets. Frogs also have a highly developed nervous system that includes the brain, spinal cord, and nerves. The frog has three categories of nervous system called the central, peripheral, and autonomic nervous system. The central nervous system includes the brain and the spinal cord. The brain is the central center of the body, while the spinal cord is responsible for transmitting signals from the brain to the rest of the body. The peripheral nervous system includes all the nerves that branches out from the body and spinal cord, extending to other parts of the body such as muscles and organs. And finally, the autonomic nervous system, which falls under the peripheral nervous system and controls the involuntary functions of the body, such as heart rate, digestion, respiratory rate, pulmonary response, urination, and sexual arousal. Frog locomotion includes the frog's powerful hind legs that help the frog propel and jump great distances that can be up to 10 to 20 times their body length. Frogs use a combination of muscular contractions and elastic energy stored in their tendons, which help them to jump, especially in times when the sympathetic nervous system is activated, such as in fight or flight responses.
Rat taxonomy. Rats are creatures that belong to the animal kingdom. The animal kingdom includes a diverse range of organisms, and rats are classified under the phylum Chordacea. This phylum includes all animals with a notochord. Rats are also mammals, which means they are mammary glands, hair or fur, and a four-chambered heart. They belong to the order Rodentia, which includes other rodents like mice, squirrels, and beavers. The family Murdea includes more than 700 species of rodents, including rats, gerbils, and whistling rats. Rats are part of the subfamily Myrnea, within the Myrdaea family, which also includes mice and voles. The genus Rattus is where rats are primarily found, and it is one of the largest within the Myrnea subfamily, comparing over 60 different species.
Rats' ecological habitat. Rats are originally terrestrial but can also be arboreal, and they're mostly found in forests, grasslands, and coastal areas. But after urbanization, they're mostly found in places where a lot of humans and waste reside, such as building and sewers. Rats can be found every continent except in Antarctica. Rat food chain. Rats are secondary predators in food chain. They're omnivores as they eat small plants and prey on small animals. They're often the prey for species such as snakes, cats, and birds. They're also sometimes used as a food source for humans, and they are a reliable food source such due to its density in population. Rat mating. So when the male rat reaches sexual maturity, they initiate mating behavior as the reproductive instinct. The pace of mating behavior in rats vary. While males seek opportunities for mating, female rats are the one who controls the frequency of the mating encounters and sometimes go to the divided chambers to escape the mating process. Rats are heteropocious, meaning they can reproduce multiple times throughout their lives.
Rat anatomy. Similarly to the frog, the rat digestive system also begins with the mouth and continues down the esophagus, a tube connecting to the stomach that moves food down through a series of muscle contractions. In the stomach, food is further broken down by hydrochloric acid and enzymes, while some food is temporarily stored before moving on into the intestines. The small intestines further break down and absorb nutrients, while the large intestines absorb water. This is where feces is formed. Unlike the frogs, rats have an organ known as the cecum. The cecum is a pouch-like structure located in the junction of small and large intestines. The cecum aids in absorbing cellulose and plant materials. Rats also have a rectum, which stores feces temporarily until it is passed through the anus. The rectum and anus are structures that are not observed in frogs. Similar to frogs, rats also have kidneys and urinary bladders. The kidneys serve as excretory organs known for waste removal, while the urinary bladder stores urine before it is passed. Unlike frogs, rats also have a urethra as a part of their excretory system. The urethra is a tube that connects to the urinary bladder to the exterior of the body where urine can exit. The picture on the slide demonstrates how in male rats, the urethra runs from the bladder through the penis and towards the opening where it can be expelled. The reproductive system of a male rat includes significant organs such as the testes, accessory glands, penis, and prostate glands. The testes are paired organs located within the scrotum outside the body cavity. They are responsible for producing sperm and secreting testosterone. The prostate gland secretes additional fluid that mixes with the seminal fluid to form semen. It is located below the bladder and surrounds the urethra. The female rat reproductive system includes structures such as the ovaries, uterus, and vagina. The ovaries are paired organs that produce eggs and female sex hormones like estrogen. The uterus is a muscular organ where fertilized eggs implant and develop into embryos during pregnancy. The vagina is a muscular tube that connects the uterus to the outside of the body. It serves as the birth canal during childbirth and also receives the penis during mating.
In the rat, all blood flows through the heart twice during the course of one complete circuit of the circulatory system. Once entering the heart after going through the lungs and once after being distributed to the tissue. Hence, the term double circulatory system is used to describe the circulatory system of the rat, which is similar to the human circulatory system. Unlike the frog, the rat has two ventricles, which ensures that the deoxygenated and oxygenated blood is separated, which is because they have a faster metabolism than the frog, meaning they can exert more energy into the pumping of the heart than the frog can. Otherwise, all the other aspects of the frog circulatory system is more or less the same as the frog. The rat and the frog have very similar nervous systems, as they both have a central nervous system and a peripheral nervous system with similar functions. However, a unique aspect to the rat's nervous system is their highly developed cerebrum and cerebellum. The rat's cerebrum and cerebellum control various functions such as sensory processing and motor coordination, like balance. In addition, the rat has 12 pairs of cranial nerves and 33 pairs of spinal nerves, which is much higher than those of the frog, who only have 10 pairs of cranial nerves and 10 pairs of spinal nerves.
Rat locomotion. In rat locomotion, they use all four limbs in order to move the rat forward in what is called a crawl, and they use their flexible bodies to help them navigate small spaces. In addition, they use their evolved tails to counterbalance while they perform locomotion such as jumping and leaping. Frogs compared to the rat. Frogs are more aquatic and rats are terrestrial. There are few organs that are in rat system that are not in frog, such as rat digestive organ has cecum, rectum, and anus. Rat excretory system has urethra. Rat's reproductive system is quite different because female and male have unique organs not shared between the two, such as vagina, accessory glands, and so on. Rat's circulatory system has two ventricles, while frog has one. Rat's nervous system has highly developed cerebrum and cerebellum, whereas the frog has fairly simple cerebrum and cerebellum. Use powerful hind legs in order to move, where rats use all four limbs to move forward. Thank you.